Hi, I'm Stephen Lai. I'm going to share some thoughts and insights around a very common question, which is what is the best CRM? Now, this question I'm going to approach from the perspective of someone who is new to CRM land, who's just starting out but understands the value of having a CRM in their business but really doesn't know where to start. I'm going to try and cover this within 5 minutes, and here are the 5 easy steps. So, first of all, this question comes up time and time again. In fact, we have found it to be asked in 86 groups in 86 different variations. But the problem is the answer is different every time, which makes it really difficult for the person who's trying to understand or comprehend the answer how to make an informed decision. So let's try and approach it from the perspective of when you're starting out. Have you found that there is loads of CRMs out there? There's too much choice. That's one of the biggest problems. Whether you're technical, whether you're not technical, you don't want to make the wrong choice. And of course, maybe one of the biggest challenges is you're not really sure is what a CRM actually is. So let's address the big elephant in the room. What the heck is a CRM? Well, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. But you may not have any customers. So in this case, let's refer to it as contact relationship management. Now, it is a tool that's better used in the sales world, but it can be applied, the same benefits and principles, to your business, no matter what type of business it can be, what kind of business that you have. But really, how is that supposed to help? Because typically when you ask people, could they recommend some CRMs, do you find that they just throw loads of names at you? So therefore, how do you decide how one is better than the other? What's the difference? And then of course, they may suggest use this one, it's free. Use this one, it's great. Use this one, it's the one that I tend to use. But how are the ones that they're using going to basically be applicable to your business? And what's the difference? Because at the moment, they're just names. So let's get into a little bit more structure to find out maybe the types of questions you should be asking. First of all is, what do you want it to actually do? And the answer to that question may be, you don't know what it can do. So maybe a different question to ask would be, what are the reasons for using a CRM? Now, this is a common question, and here are some of the great things that a CRM is really, really good for. Call it its speciality. First of all, do you find on a daily basis you're doing the same things over and over again? Now, CRMs are great at streamlining these types of repetitive workflow. Secondly, do you do a lot of trying to remember using your head? Now, really, you want to give your head a break. Instead, use the CRM, let it do the heavy lifting, and let it help you do all the remembering, all the reminders, all of the follow-ups. Because a CRM is a bit like an elephant, but unlike an elephant, it doesn't run off to the circus, but it does help you remember all the things that you need to do. And it's not just for you. It could be for you. It could be for your team member. If you have a team, how are you basically collaborating or delegating tasks to them? Again, a CRM can help in that aspect as well. But my favorite is the one version of the truth. Have you noticed on a daily basis, you'll be sending lots of emails, maybe taking lots of phone calls, maybe creating lots of documents, and trying to pull all of that together and hold it in one central place is a complete actual nightmare, especially when you have to make an informed decision. Whereas a CRM has a home for all of that stuff. It's your one version of the truth. So where do you start in terms of selecting your CRM? Well, first of all, let's choose a CRM because there's a load of them out there. Now, what are the questions that you may want to ask in your selection? So I put together here some of the common questions that come up over and over again. First of all, do you have any essential features? For example, you might be starting your day on your desktop doing a lot of research. So therefore, you're using a CRM on your desktop. Does the CRM have a version for the tablet, even better one on the mobile, which seamlessly connects all of that together? A nice user experience across all your devices. Do you have software that you just can't live without? This is your software you use every day. Does it integrate and play nicely with your CRM? Because your CRM is going to be the core of your system in your business. You want to make sure that they talk to each other. Automation, that's a big one. Now, most people want to get to the automation part, and CRMs are great for that because they are going to relieve you from doing all that manual stuff, let the system do all the heavy lifting for you. So how might you begin to compare one CRM versus the other? Well, you could have a list of functionality, the essential functions, what I've just explained to you, and then you can put that into a scorecard and score it that way. That way you can compare one CRM versus the other. But let's not also forget, there are, even within the same CRM, there are different licenses. Some are free and some are paid for. So what are the differences? Well, typically for a free license, majority of the core functionality has been removed. That's how they encourage you to buy the pay for license. And what you should do maybe is look at the stuff that you need every day and to see whether you've got the right license that's going to help you on your day-to-day processes. Next part is, if you already have a team or you have the ambitions to have a team later on as the business grows, these licenses, you're going to make sure that you can afford that across all your team members that need access to that system. Also, does the CRM, more importantly, the CRM functionality, scale with your business? As the business grows, you basically need more functionality to help support that business. And of course, you might get stuck. And if you do get stuck, do you have great support to help you get unstuck? Now, a caveat or a final consideration is that you cannot download your way to the solution for a CRM. All CRMs require configuration, and typically you're going to be able to get to what you need in 3 ways. Either one, you're going to do it yourself. So either you have the time, the desire, and the knowledge to go and configure your own CRM. If that's the case, that's great. Or you may not be that way inclined, so you now want to delegate that. So if you're in a team, can you basically get it off your plate and effectively give that problem to somebody else in your team to delegate it off of your plate? The next one, of course, might be that you don't have a team member or you don't want to do it yourself, so you might want to hire a specialist, somebody who might be able to configure CRMs on a daily basis, but more importantly, to configure a CRM specifically for your business or your industry needs. I hope that was useful. I'm wishing you a super day.